Hola, buenas a todos y bienvenidos a mi canal. Y estamos aquí donde habías dejado con Final Fantasy XVI. Así que nada, otra mañana más. Hace un calor de mierda. Yo creo que por ahora todas las mañanas van a ser así. Paso de ponerla acá porque es que me muero. O sea, estoy puto muriendo. Lo dejamos justamente donde estábamos buscando al rey Boom. Y ya sé dónde está. En esta zona hay una parte que no hemos visto, que está aquí. Aquí, ¿no veis? Que aquí hay como para entrar. Entonces tiene que ser por aquí. Y aquí pone cota de caza imperial. O sea que tiene que ser aquí. ¿Dónde? Para izquierda y derecha, ¿vale? Entonces tiene que ser por aquí realmente. Y luego después de esto ya nos toca ir full principal, que yo creo que se va a liar parda. Lo que no sé realmente qué va a pasar. Porque... Vale, han destituido de príncipe heredero al Bahamut, que es que nunca me acuerdo cómo se llama el chaval, pero me cae bien. Porque parece que sí que lucha por su pueblo y tal, y no parece tan gilipollas como el padre. El padre es un hijo de puta, encima está con la madre, o sea, dos hijos de puta, o sea... Sí, mira, si me baja la montura porque aquí va a salir el... No sé de dónde va a salir. Ah, vale, será... Ah, mira, el perol es ahí. Imagino que esta zona aquí vendremos más adelante. Por alguna razón.
Come on.
Coño, me he pasado, pero ¿por dónde está ese camino? No lo he visto. Justo antes de la puerta. Vamos por aquí. Es que casi se ve, tú. Entonces, si no ves el mapa, te lo pasas.
That'll do, girl.
Careful.
Ah. Rey Boom. Kabum, kabum, kabum. Achili boom.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Y ahora que lo pienso, este no tiene barra de... No tiene vida. aunque sea rango operan por puro que no veas, 2000 de pasta. Alma de boom, kapum, kapum, chi, pum.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the app. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If the wine needs more than this.
Si necesita más que venga él, hijo de puta. Vale. Vamos a la guarida a entregar esto. Si eso hacemos la otra caza. Porque tenemos pociones y tal, tengo curiosidad de verla. Y... ir para allá, ¿no? Sí.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Y si hace falta, miro realmente dónde se encuentra. Más que ese rango ese, no sé. A ver. No, es que no sé qué tipo de enemigo será. Si es un enemigo así, normalito, ¿qué tal?
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. You're a gent, Sid. Let none say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some
¿Qué va a hacer?
magic on that.
¿Me va a aumentar?
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon
No
will
puede
make
tener más
even the
pociones.
tough thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. See, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit.
Bueno, no está bien.
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Borrar flexible, perfecto. No hay can porque estás jugando. Es porque estás jugando al gato y no crees que se destape, que no sabes. Correcto, sí. Está ahora mismo jugando al gato. Entonces, claro, para que. Yo qué sé, no. Estoy amaestrando, ¿no? Para que aprenda a programar luego por mí. En Andorra a las 11 m es temprano para despertarse y empezar directo, ¿no? Más que sea temprano, me estoy muriendo de calor, Alvarito. Me estoy puto asando de calor. Esta tarde voy a llamar al tema de aire acondicionado porque yo creo que va a caer ya. Porque estoy que no puedo comer más. Hace mucho calor. Me estoy muriendo. Pero bueno. Problemas del primer mundo, ¿no?
What do you need? So, will it be?
Vale, a ver, tenemos la Excalibur. Es que es mucho daño, 268 de daño, su puta madre.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
268. Y cuidado con la de diamantina, que ni siquiera hemos encontrado dónde está la otra. Y de esto nada, y de esto nada.
That it?
Vale. En Kick abro directo a las 12 de la noche. Porque me voy a poner a ver Breaking Bad en directo, ¿no? Entonces... es una hora buena, ¿no? Porque poca gente hay y tal, ¿no?
Mid told me she was building a
Va a ser
ship.
bueno, ¿no? Para ir directo y hacer cosas ilegales, ¿no? Un par de casas de apuestas y algunas cositas de ese estilo, ¿no?
You earned this.
Medallón del
Best of luck
primor.
out there,
¿Cómo
Sid.
que medallón del primor? ¿Qué es esto? Medallón del primor. ¿Qué mierda es esto? Meta de efecto de ultra poción 25%. Hostia. Vale, pues antes de seguir con la principal. Aquí hay una caza a rango S. La primera rango S que quiero hacer, el destructor de mundos. Que realmente este tío no sé. El destructor de mundos. Este pavo en principio debería de encontrarse. No sé dónde está. Debería encontrarse por Rosaria. A ver. Es que no sé. ¿Esto cómo se llama? Tablón de anuncios. Cacería. Realmente es el Final Fantasy XVI. X palito tal. Destructor de mundos. Destructor de mundos. ¿Dónde coño? Esto debía encontrarse en... ¿En qué está? En Rosaria. Claro, en Rosaria puede ser cualquier sitio, ¿no? ¿Es aquí? Sí, aquí está la escoria. Yo creía que estaba en Eastport. Puede que esté por aquí. Puede que sea aquí, ¿no? Porque esta zona no la... Aquí vimos que aquí no había nadie. Entonces esto te pinta que es para vos. Vamos por aquí. A ver. Lo que no sé quién coño es el destructor de mundos, sinceramente. O sea, tiene que ser algún boss tocho y tal. A ver. Utiliza la montura aquí. Ahora sí. Vamos, Ambrosia.
Let's go. All right.
Están jugando a pilla. Ahora por aquí.
I can walk from here.
Ah, claro, porque decía lo de la aldea. Y claro, esta aldea era que nos contó el pavo, que era una aldea que se había ido a la mierda. Pues sí, ¿no? Puede ser aquí. Si no es aquí, yo iría para la montaña esta que tengo en un camino que parece que es para un boss. Abremos. A ver, no parece que sea ahí porque aquí no hay enemigos, ¿no? Ah, no, vale, sí que se puede ir más. Por enfrentar a más enemigos para tener más cargas de estas, pero bueno. Yo con este subimos de nivel, Lo que pasa es que ahora tenemos una espada muy buena, entonces... ¿Es eso? Sí, parece que es aquí, ¿Qué boss es ese? Casi de primeras no tengo ni idea. Atlas. 20.000, ¿sabes?
Another relic of the fallen. Well, it seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then.
es eso? Hostia, se me ha quitado.
Well done.
Voy a esquivar a que se me cargue todo porque quiero pegarle por todo. Ya casi lo tenemos. Ha costado este. Ha costado este. Me dio unas hostias el pavo. Vaya, cuánta experiencia. 15.000 de experiencia. ¿Cuántos niveles voy a subir? 2 niveles. 37. A ver, este era 45. Se nota que era durete. Hierro, empirio y oricalco.
Back to sleep with you.
Con esto y un bizcocho, realmente. Vamos a ver la guarida y nos piramos ya.
Back, are ya? What do you want? And?
Vale, tenemos cartas, por si acaso no te dan una visión, una mierda. Esta ya lo vi. Vale, esta es nueva. Mira, quiero que sepas que no he grabado ni una lágrima ni siquiera delante de mi madre. Empezó volver a hacer un canal, así que si hago esta vez te parece bien, nos olvidamos del tema de Chito. Decide a quien cura seguir, ya no es tanto la gente, por mucho que le resta negra, al fundador, a Vigo, a la madre que nos parió a todos, se me van a devolver. Si me vas a subir a siguen vivos en ti y en todo lo mío te guaire. Quizás sea así, aquí me tenés para apoyarte, cuenta conmigo. Qué majoto, tío. Qué bastante bien, ¿no? Copa de Cid, las manzanas y los arreos. ¿Ves? Faltan 50 millones de cosas. Dios, no sé realmente. Pues nada, nos piramos ya, ¿no? Vamos a pegar un guardado de estos chulos. La vida es que ya no tenemos así nada más para aprender. Bueno, espérate, y esto. Ah, vale, bueno, Habíamos hecho todas las misiones disponibles como tal.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least. The path continues on the other side.
Lo bueno es que ahora vamos a ir a una zona más bonita, ¿no? Quiero entender. Último pecado. Uy, si lo llevan aquí es porque aquí pasó.
So this is Zemeckis.
Aquí tiene pinta de que pasó algo con Bahamut.
Land of the gods.
Y me dio un
It's even more
tronchazo.
impressive than I imagined.
Es que es como un...
I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Cuéntamela, cuéntamela.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. A final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers.
Dominante y portadores, así fue como
To tell the
salió.
truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us.
Lo que no sé, el Tolgar cuando evoluciona. O sea, lo hemos visto una vez por combate.
Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Mientras tanto...
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age,
Father, please.
or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task.
Sí, esto está parado, tío.
There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
¿Qué dices? Un dios, pero está borracho.
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
Qué asquerosa es, ojalá muera esta.
You would trust the words of this traitress. She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
¿Qué cojones está pasando aquí, tío? Todo el mundo está confabulando ahí. Como desgraciados.
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast. Come on. Run like the wind.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. More refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Be safe.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
You think, girl? Is it time we took to the Crystal Road ourselves?
This is everything.
What are you looking for?
$20,000 esto solo.
A fine choice.
Out of my sight, wretch. I know you... Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
Pan de pita. Qué rico.
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. They are more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
My peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
I'll take the large one.
An excellent choice, my lord.
Ah, Good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
It's betrayed us, pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bock lad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure nothing else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the checkpoint.
Ladrones. Coño, un rollo de música. Joder.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Boklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
Parece que es como la hija, ¿no? O sea, se parece a la madre un poco. O sea, o a la madre.
So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By little Ben.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and two birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
Otra insignia. Madre mía,
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without...
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
¿Te imaginas que una de ellas va a ser la niña esa que tanto vimos al principio? Bueno. Hay una niña que hemos visto 2 veces.
Come taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will...
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know, then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders from the Empire?
Come taste my peaches. They're sweet. The finest earthenware from the free cities. All but unbreakable.
An excellent choice, my lord.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Come taste my peaches. They're sweet.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Caravan stops next to the check. Jug of snake spit for the...
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Come on, come on!
Peaches and pears. Beets and beets.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
That's that then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. I wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him! I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
Es otro personaje nuevo que va a
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just a back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gill and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Oh?
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones, and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then. Honza, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leitney's Cleft.
To Leitney's Cleft, then.
Leitney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
That's that, then.
Daddy!
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own. Attack! I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
Perro este, realmente. Rango tal, lo que no sé realmente es cómo evoluciona. Mira este.
We got company! Just the lot of them.
Soldiers.
Fewer now.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Scum.
The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck! It's that guard from Boklad! Kill him! Kill them all!
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Sweet film.
Let's go.
Faster!
I can walk from here.
There are no crystals here. We have to
Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goots's pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor.
The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Ah, vale, ya tiene sentido. Es que yo digo, no entiendo.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
Hija de puta, por intento timar. Bueno, vamos ya para la capital, ¿no? A darnos de hostias.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
No podemos seguir ahí dos secundarias casar aquí.
Let me carry your goods. Pardon me, but would you...
That
well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those...
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true well. Were you ever party to a finer proposition?
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-doer.
Parece que es para ampliar el lore, ¿no?
I better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Y está aquí.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you could...
Perhaps? What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't...
Can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Oh.
Las misiones hay, solamente hay 3, ¿no? Sí, solamente están esas. Estamos cerca de la capital como tal, ¿eh? Ah, mira, esto lo que hemos visto. El hueco este gigante. Pues estamos cerca de la capital. De aquí vamos ya a la capital, para la principal. ¿Qué tiene que liar ahora? Porque es que llevamos mucho del juego y faltan 2 grandes cristales, faltan la trama de las temas. O sea, a no ser que las misiones sean más largas y por eso el gameplay
If I knew where I was, I'd see about getting the work. I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire.
And so I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament. Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine?
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All 3 of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. 3 of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little sum.
I'll be right back.
I hear the brothers found another victim. Can you believe it?
Right. What's that? The 3rd this month?
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need...
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for...
A 66? If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route to the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet have. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty.
Hola con estos dos.
Out of my sight, wretch.
Ya sacamos rápido las secundarias estas y vamos a principal y lo que sería parda.
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for...
He knows me only too well. And I've got a...
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road we get meat from Sanbrec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even seek you. My old man knew what he was about when he set up shop here all those years. Anyway, thanks for the good news. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll shut up shop early.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
The Empire's your enemy, not us.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told...
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage.
I've never said no to a goat hand.
You must be a busy man.
The market would be flooded with refugees if we weren't here to stem the flow. Oh, my heart goes out to them, all right, but we've got our orders. No, plenty try to slip past us nonetheless. And every now and then, one of them's foolish enough to try and force that. When they do, well, things can get nasty. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Hold on. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Jug of snake spit for the road?
Voy a correr el pavo este en juegos, tío. Mamá, lento, cabrón.
If our new arrivals had brought...
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it...
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. But those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market, and without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer.
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers, or... Right, I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in it.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many,
but they've never a truer word spoken.
O sea, entiendo realmente que muchas de las misiones es para expandir un poco el lore o el mundo o para que te entiendas algunas cositas de lo que está pasando y tal. Pero hay otras como esta que te entiendo la idea, Pero es como de... ¿Eso me haces hacer una misión? O sea, no sé. No sé.
That's that then.
Hay misiones secundarias que son una polla, porque tienen escenas como lo que pasó con City y el otro ayer y tal, que me gustó muchísimo. Pero hay otras que es como de...
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword part.
Now you mention it.
Which way did he go?
I buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do?
Aquí la gente se lo sopla todo.
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coins, good for you.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely... More importantly, we have arrived.
¿Era aquí?
Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them. With very little thought to what wonders such a word might oblige me, if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless. Come, good sir. Our expert...
Expedición, ¿qué expedición? ¿Por qué dice el borracho este? Pero si eso lo podías haber visto desde fuera, hijo de puta. Me has tenido que salir aquí, no lo sé.
He's passionate. I'll give him that. Fly, Ambrosia. Thanks, Gal.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones. Over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat...
Shh, now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
Vale. Acabo pronto con esto, por favor, porque sí, la principal.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
Ah, pues sí que había duendes.
I think we've found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me.
¿Qué duende este, no? Mierda, no.
It's over.
Me fijo que ahora, en esta parte del juego, hay enemigos que no tienen barra de stun. O sea, no sé. O sea, me imagino que para más dificultad, a lo mejor en la dificultad máxima cuando pasas el juego y la desbloquees, los enemigos son así, y el juego, obviamente, con eso ya es mucho más difícil el juego. Si los enemigos no tienen barra de stun,
So the boy was right.
o por lo menos algunos,
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you.
Have I been gone that long? It wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
Son
I'd
aliados.
all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market, because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but the others, they huddled around that food, ready to die. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself.
So you spared them, and earned their trust into the bargain, but
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, and once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Esto está bien,
Do
sé,
me a
por lo menos
favor.
planteas un poquito el
Let the
lore.
porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want...
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it.
Esto está bien, no sé. Me parece interesante. Son cosas súper rápidas, por lo menos. Eso, la misión súper rápida, por lo menos. Es para contarte X cositas pequeñas. Realmente el mundo es bastante lleno, o sea, está muy bien hecho, muy bien contado, tiene muchas cosas, o sea que dentro que cabe, todo como tal está muy cool. La historia que tiene, no sé, me parece muy rico. Oye, pero ahora esos duendes los vamos a matar, ¿sabes?
Not again. All right then. Who's first? It's over.
Patada me dio, colega. A tomar por saco. ¿Para qué me cuenta esta hora?
You're going to get yours.
Oh, that would not when such majesty stretches out before us. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought
Pero
here
este
in
tío es
ancient
retrasado. Pero colega, que esto lo puedes ver desde cualquier otro lado.
But it tore a great crater in the very land upon which, in reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods. And great was the alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time. But we must not dwell upon such things. Onward.
¿Cómo que queda más cosas por
History.
dentro? ¿Qué dice el borracho este? Ahora hemos visto dos cosas que hay innecesarias desde los sitios que hemos visto. Se podían haber visto las 12 desde el poblado. Tengo otra misión ahí. Ah, bueno, no, pero es para empezar la misión. Ah, vale, las ruinas estas. Esto es una curiosidad, a ver qué coño es esto, si no lo dice.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time. Still in one piece?
It would seem so. Once more, you impress me with your prowess. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws...
Glad to help, but...
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, you see, even my
Claro,
fellow
no,
scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musing, and so I came upon the idea of...
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so.
Fine.
Si me lleva el poblado, de 10, ¿eh? Ahorra de caminata. Bueno, tenemos el TP, o sea, tampoco.
And so, here, your reward for
Joseph's fine. He certainly knows his business.
A good man to have around, that Joe. Thank you for putting my mind at ease.
¿Le podías estar engañando a la señora? Sí, voy a dar igual, ¿eh? Vamos a proseguir. Ya no hay misiones secundarias, así que lo principal. Vamos a guardar, ¿no?
Carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst!
What I really want to be...
Here you are, good. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo, too.
So should you, Hansa. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss L's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fed.
You stick at it, then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
Right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade.
If
Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
What?
What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash.
Las ganas de que esta muera, macho.
Till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
Lo que no sé, o sea, Lo que no entiendo de esta es, ¿no sabe que realmente como pierdan a la tabú están completamente jodidos? Es que no entiendo, ¿sabes?
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you.
¿Qué van a hacer, tío?
This is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Me gusta este tío. Lo que pasa es que me da que... A ver, no creo que vayas a defender a tu madre, ¿no? Me caería un poco con todo.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
And they're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
La guerra, ¿no? O sea, va a empezar ahora.
What is it, boy?
Estos van a ir a atacar a Reina y tal, y estos van a aprovechar, ¿no? La niña, ¿no?
What's happening?
don't know.
Torgal.
Salto pega el darle,
This way.
Hielo de lamentos. Es que va a estar guapo esto, Me cago en nada.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Watchman or sentry is to be slain on sight, but spare the citizenry. His Highness's orders were clear.
Una de estas amigas, el pueblo no debe sufrir.
Those were Imperial Dragoons.
Claro, o sea, ¿te imaginas que va a matar a la madre? Es que, no sé. No va nadie que muera.
What in the hell is going on?
Let's go and see.
Right. But first we find Goots.
Just hope he's all right.
No.
You there! Identify yourself!
Do we have to?
No tienen culpa ellos. La única manera que veo que baja muy enfrenta a nosotros es que matemos al novio. Igual, no sé.
Around! Quickly! Cut them down!
You're finished!
Enemigos, hostia, un caballero, hostia, no hacer. Qué bien. Prácticamente sí, una guerra civil. Lo preocupa de la puta de tu madre.
Never thought I'd be glad to fall into a sewer.
pequeña. Pero cada vez la tiene más pronto. Antes era las 2, ahora a las 1:30, ahora a la 1.
None of the Emperor's forces remain. It's now the remain. We press on to the council chamber. What of the men and women in the market district? The evacuation is complete, Captain. Good. Then all that remains is the throne of protector.
There it is. The bell tower.
Right. Let's go. Ah, no goods left.
Where in Grieger's name did you come from? Intruders! In the name of the defend the gates!
Creo que es la madre la que está buscando todo esto, O sea, porque no creo que sea tan de pronto. Esa que no va a pasar. Ahora de comer al gato, que no puedo, no para ya. Ahora vengo. Ya estoy. Vamos a reventar un par de cabecitas, que esto está... que te puto cagas. ¿Por dónde es? Por ahí he venido, tiene que ser por aquí.
Damn it. We'll have to find a way around.
In the name of his Highness!
Hold on, kids. We're coming.
Pero guay, ¿qué coño hace allí? O sea, que no entiendo. Me da la vida para llegar hasta allá, Luego tiene que pasar entre medias.
In the prince's name, none shall pass!
Enemies on the ramparts! Kill them!
Can you see him anywhere?
No hemos llegado, cabrones. ¿Y ese dragón qué hace ahí? El dragón aparecía ahora por la cara. No sea uno los dragones de los dragontinos que tienen ellos bajo su custodia se haya escapado. Ya me irá, ¿dónde ha salido esto?
It must be one of the dragoon's pets. Get ready to move.
Hermoso, colega. Dame un segundito. Ya estoy, disculpad. Telita con este, ¿no? quiero esperar que se reajuste. No voy a poder. Quiero matarle. Ahora. No queda nada, me cago en Dios. Mamá. Hueso de dragón blanco.
Over here, Clive! Are you alright?
Goats, there you are.
I didn't know there'd be a dragon.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yo creo que no,
Oh!
What now?
Is that Mother Crystal's heart?
What the hell is it doing up there?
Va a romper.
Bahamut.
No entiendo. O sea, vale que entiendo lo de matar a la madre, pero ¿por qué destrozar todo? Si es lo que él no quería esto.
Your Highness, don't do this.
We must leave. Now, Your Grace. I beg of you.
This is not what he wanted. Something's happened.
Algo le ha pasado.
Forgive me, Yoda.
O sea,
But I must put a stop
algo
to
le han
this.
tenido que marear. Hostia, se ha transformado en Fenix, cuidado, No puede destruir el cristal. Ah, no, sí, lo ha destruido. ¿El cristal está protegiéndose el cristal? ¿Qué cojones?
So, what do we do now then?
We destroy the heart.
But he might come back!
As soon as the flames die down, the Imperials and the Dalmex will move in. This may be our only chance.
And Bahamut has gone for now. You should get as far away as you can, Goots.
No entiendo muy bien qué ha pasado o qué va a pasar con Bahamut, espero que lo expliquen.
What? And leave you lot in the lurch? I can't do that. If you're staying, then so am I. I packed everything up before I made a run for it, so if there's out you need, just ask.
Vendedor para comprar
But
cosas,
I won't be giving it away for free. Nana'd never forgive us if I did.
Thank you, Goots.
What can I do for you?
Ojo, pues si queremos
Welcome
craftear
to the
armas.
big hammer. You don't want me to make yours out else?
Mira, diamantina, ¿eh? Ya la venden. Y está la música esta.
All done then?
Drake's tail is right there, Clive. It's time to free Storm from the crystal's curse.
Espérate, porque son las 1 y
I might
20.
need a moment to prepare.
Of course.
Es que si vamos tal, yo... Voy a guardar partida porque yo creo que me voy a hacer cositas, a comer y tal, y después de comer seguir esto, porque está un poquito el momento clave. Bueno, voy a parar ya. He jugado 2 horitas, la verdad es que estamos jugando poquito estos días, así me ya puedo jugar más. Bueno, pues espero que os haya gustado, que os haya parecido y nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo. Hasta luego.